Welcome to our channel. We're Abigail and Jean, or Abby and Jay for short, and we recently completed an epic bucket list journey from DC to San Francisco. In this video, we see some incredible sights.
We have once again, by accident, completely nailed the choice and route.
Look down.
Join us in this series as we explore this incredible country. And be sure to stick around to the end where we share all the route facts, including distance, duration, gas, and accommodation costs. Good morning.
Breakfast of champions. Continental breakfast.
This is the continental breakfast that we are enjoying.
I'm thankful for it.
I'm very thankful for it. And this particular spot is amazing because look at those snow-capped mountains in the distance. So we're just going to enjoy our breakfast before packing up, before we leave, and then we'll hit the road. And today we're heading for Durango.
I think we'll go a little bit beyond Durango because Durango is not that far.
But our first stop is Durango.
Yeah.
Okay. The day started bright and fresh, exactly what's needed at the start of another long day of driving. We felt quite sad to be leaving Salida so soon. We thoroughly enjoyed the sight, sound and vibe of the small, colourful city that feels like it's tucked away in the middle of nowhere. But onwards we must go. We watched the snow-capped mountains drift slowly by in the distance, wondering what sights and adventures lay ahead for us on the 7th day of our cross-country road trip. After a full week on the road, it felt like Salida had refilled our waning batteries. But, as we found out later in the day, perhaps we could have done with a little extra charging.
Well, we've said good morning at the breakfast table, but guess what? We're on the road again. We filled up the car, we cleaned the windscreen.
I'll give you a good tip, see?
Thank you. My side has the camera, I'm only going to clean my side.
Then you only get half a tip.
We filled up the tires for there, so that was productive.
It was. We are driving through, as you can see, the Rocky Mountains. Beautiful views.
Beautiful rolling green hills with
Yeah.
snow-capped tops and the conifer type.
Yeah, spectacular views. It carries on for miles as far as the eye can see. Shame Jean's suffering with a bit of elevation sickness, it seems.
Just last night I had quite a headache and a bit of nausea, but it's fine.
So hopefully we're heading down a few meters.
We're going to drop 300 feet or so, I think, Durango or Cortez, wherever we end up. Abigail forgot to format the memory card, so we had to stop in someone's driveway. It's actually quite a nice spot.
Beautiful.
You had a house there.
Yeah.
Get the computer out the back,
Download the footage, repack everything.
So we had to stop and download a couple of clips.
So it took us a bit of a while to get back on the road this morning. This is probably our latest start.
10 o'clock's the latest start.
Yeah, and this to Durango is set to be a 4-hour drive. It's what, 200 and something miles?
And we'll see when we get to Durango whether we're going to stay or not.
Yeah. We think that we have put in quite a lot of mileage for the last few days since we started this trip. And we still have a week left in terms of the time that we have to be in San Francisco. So we're probably going to start making the trips shorter.
But look at this valley.
We were astonished by how quickly the landscape had changed as we made our way through a vast plateau, the endless flats matched only by the endless sky.
There you heard it here first.
What's the name?
After making our way through the small town of Del Norte, trying to remember who sang that 80s song about the Rio Grande, we pulled over into a rest stop to stretch our legs and grab a quick snack before heading back on the road, and without realizing it, to even higher elevations. We loved the look of the next town, called South Fork, which seems to be the base camp for all outdoor activities in the area. Though, according to the 2020 census, it only has a population of 510. And this is where our hearts truly cracked open. Every bend in the road revealed ever-increasing magnificence of mountains and forests and crystal clear water of the South Fork Rio Grande River that snaked along the road beside us.
Fantastic state. Wow. What do you think of this, Abigail?
We have once again, by accident, completely nailed the choice in route.
Just coming here over the mountains in, what's it, South Fork?
So this is the Rio Grande National Forest that we're driving through right now, and it's been spectacular.
I can just imagine, I mean, it's all ski resorts. And what this must look like in the winter.
Yeah. Jeez.
I mean, it's still full, people are still coming.
It's so beautiful. My ears are popping though. We have climbed and now we are going downhill, so that's fun.
Little did we know what lay ahead.
But this view is just mind-boggling.
Absolutely spectacular.
Wow.
What a spot.
Gosh. We chose well.
Look down there. Oh, wow.
By this stage, we were so awestruck by the views that we completely forgot to record our reactions, but we did manage a couple of selfies at least. In the edit, I realized how little we actually captured of this incredible scenery, so I had to find some clips to show you just how breathtaking this route is. And this was the point in the edit that I realized we'd made some pretty big mistakes on this particular day of the trip. If you've watched from the beginning of our road trip, you'll notice that we don't really plan too much in advance, which is great for spontaneity and flexibility, but it does mean that we miss a few things along the way because we don't know that they're there. Like Treasure Falls, for instance. We drove straight past that viewpoint.
And you can just make a whole channel just of Colorado, with just being in Colorado, doing things in Colorado.
But we've also learned the value of trusting our instincts, and that in some states, like Colorado, you can't make a wrong choice. There's just so much beauty everywhere you look.
It is like a rise outside. That's cool.
World's deepest hot spring. Okay. Pagosa Springs.
Pagosa Springs was another of those spots that we didn't realize what we were missing as we drove through. One of the springs here is listed in the Guinness Book of World Records as being the deepest hot spring at 1,002 feet. Apparently the hot spring resort is the place to go to enjoy these mineral-rich baths, but to be honest, sharing a bath with hundreds of strangers doesn't really appeal to us, so we weren't so upset about missing this one. Eventually, the endless road brought us into Durango, but not before getting to enjoy the thrill of afternoon traffic. Durango seems like quite a big city that's retained much of its old charm in the old town centre, but has all the modern conveniences you'd expect in a large city. It's the city that most tourists flock to in this area because it gives them access to many worthwhile experiences, from outdoor sport activities to historical and archaeological sites, as well as the magnificent natural beauty. By this stage of the day's drive, we were both getting a little hangry. It took us ages to find a place that caters for vegans, and finding parking was a joke, which I'm sure you know can dampen anyone's enthusiasm. We eventually did find parking and a place to eat, and we happened to time our walk across the road perfectly to watch the train leave the station. The train, we later found out, is one of the main tourist attractions of Durango. It takes visitors on incredible tours among the San Juan Mountains, ranging in price from $100 to $300 per person. Definitely something to consider if you're spending a significant time in Durango. We enjoyed a truly delicious sandwich in a great spot, but unfortunately we felt the pull to get away from the tourist hub and decided to carry on to the next city of Cortez, where we found a room at a Holiday Inn. It felt like this was the day that would remind us of what we knew at the start of this entire cross-country journey, that we simply can't see it all on a singular trip. We knew we'd have to make some choices about what to see and what to experience. Sometimes, due to lack of awareness, those decisions were made for us. But we always knew that this trip was as much about making note of the places we'd like to return to in the future as it is about experiencing the abundance of new and exciting experiences that cross our path along the way. Thanks for watching, and we hope you'll join us in the next video when we head into the desert.
Good morning, time to go. Got that smile upon my face, 'cause there's excitement in the chase, this I know. Yeah, I'm going